Peace, 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 peace. Brothers and sisters, this will be the last one for today, but we're not finished yet because we still have to break down the Jesus philosophy and understand that. Now listen, brothers and sisters, we have some people we go back into African heritage, and some people who just want to go by the European conception. Now, I was just with some sisters, and they were lovely sisters. And they go, oh, we're not going to penetrate him. No, you're not going to penetrate me. You're not going to use your Jesus conception on me because I know what that's all about. Now, you are correct in your formula, but to not to acknowledge, you don't want to acknowledge your African people. I noticed a lot of people don't want to acknowledge African people. They don't want to do it. I don't know why they don't want to do. They don't want to recognize the African spirituality. So they hold on to these European conceptions. These European conceptions. Actually, no. Jehovah's Witness 146. Oh, stop. 146. That's what it was. I screwed that one up. I screwed up one thing. I was talking about Jehovah's Witnesses, and I said 188, which it wasn't. It was 146 years. Now, I know y'all don't know what I'm talking about because I was just outside talking to two sisters that were Jehovah's Witnesses, and they was here to give me the watchtower and the wake, and I basically was telling them, no, I need to ask them some questions. I also tried to let them know that Charles T. Dash was a racist, which they did not acknowledge that. They didn't want to acknowledge that he was a racist, that he came in 1872. He came in 1872 with his so-called Jehovah's Witnesses. So what our peoples are doing, they are out there preaching, saying that Jehovah's Witnesses is the only way to go. Now, this is false. This is false. When you use that terminology, that only one certain religion is the way to go, that's when the whole thing is wrong. Your whole conception is wrong. When you start using that, you're using a European conception that was stolen from the African systems through the Nile River, the Kemetic people. But they don't want to acknowledge that. They don't want to acknowledge that. All they believe is because they're co-native dishonest. They only believe what they want to believe, and they're not going to change nothing. Now, that is their conspiracy and their situation. If that's what they want to do, they can do that. But you out here teaching our babies. You out here teaching our babies, and you out here teaching these people to believe in that Jehovah's Witness program, because I know for a fact that the only reason why they went to black people is so financially they could survive. Because if you go back in the 50s, when have black people was the first black person became a Jehovah's Witness, you can't find that. Because what they don't tell you is that Charles T. Dash, when he died, his successor came to America. His successor came here and spoke to the Klansmen. And when he spoke to the Klansmen, he stated, what we're going to do with the black people? Force them. Blacks who had nowhere to go, nowhere to run. They didn't want to believe in their own African spirituality. They thought that Islam was too radical, which it wasn't. The Nation of Islam, they thought the Nation of Islam was too radical. They got scared. So a lot of them started converting to Christianity because it was easy to deal with. That's facts. It's facts. Read the book. Read it. So, you're out here, if you want to find out the Holy Trinity, which is what? Who's your Holy Trinity? a Set, a Saw, a Root. That is African. Then you have the Greeks, which is Isis, Osiris, and Horus. What they did was took the names, converted it over to their likeness. What the Romans did, the Romans took the Greeks' philosophy and turned it into their likeness, which you have Mary, Holy Ghost, and Jesus. And this is what a lot of these churches and kingdom halls and institutions they use today. And a lot of them do not want to tell you that. They do not want to go and understand where its origin. They don't want to know. But they want to keep feeding you information and keep blinding you. They keep blinding you with this information. I'm telling you this for a fact. I was going to take my video and videotape it, but I said, nah, forget about it. But it was interesting because it showed me how black people are they're so dedicated. And if you ask them to do anything about Africa, they look at you like you're crazy. Oh no. According to the Bible, they use that to escape. They use that to escape. The Bible said that there's going to be famine. The Bible says there's going to be this. So do something about it. They don't want to do nothing about it. See, you talking in religion, but you ain't doing nothing about it. So you're supposed to allow all these things to happen. You ain't doing nothing about it. You ain't trying to help your peoples. Are you doing any contributions to help people? Or are you just giving your money to church? That's what I'm asking. Understand this, brothers and sisters. Religion is good. It'll help you. But if you don't believe in your descendants, and you believe, see, when I sat there and said to them, is that white Jesus coming out of the sky? Oh, we don't believe in that. So what's coming? What's coming? They don't want to tell you that. Because they know what they believe in. Real talk. But they don't want to believe. They don't want to believe the truth. This is part 1. Not the video. Not the video itself. But this is part 1. Because next week we're going right back at it. We're going right back at it. I want y'all to understand that. This is part 1. You don't want to believe in your African spirituality. We're supposed to just let that go. We're supposed to let that go. We're supposed to forget our African descendants because that's exactly how they talking. When you ask them about Africa, oh no, we don't. We just go with the Bible. They want you to forget who you are. They don't want you to know who you are. And they ain't trying to tell you, we're trying to convert you into their religion. They don't want to tell you the history of their religion. None of it. Because if they do, it comes back here. It comes back here. They don't want you to tell you that. They don't want you. Understand that. They want you to keep going along with this here down here. They want you to continue on believe in Mary, Holy Ghost, and Jesus. When we know that Jesus was made up. You see, I wanted to go there, but she didn't want to hear it because she was being co-native dishonest, talking about I was being like Pharaoh. I wasn't being like no Pharaoh. She don't even understand what she's talking about. She's too institutionalizing that into a religious. I bet you she wasn't no Jehovah's Witness that long. But I know about Jehovah's Witness because I come from the Jehovah's Witness. My mother's still a Jehovah's Witness, and my mother used to talk just like that until I had to talk with her. She don't talk like that no more. She don't talk like that no more. My mother realized her third eye opened up. I said, doesn't matter what religion you're in, Mom. It's that you understand where you come from. But when you put that religion in a box and state only this religion can give you salvation, then that's a lie. That is a lie. And that's why I got a problem. Because you saying only your religion can give you salvation. Are we serious? When that religion only been here on this earth for 140 some years. So what happened before that? What happened before the Jehovah's Witness or any other religion wasn't here 500 years ago? We weren't going to get no salvation? No salvation. Because the Baptist Church only been here for 410 years. That's the longest religious organization that's been here that long. So before that, we get no salvation? What the hell is going on? But this is what they want to put into your mind. To brainwash you. Now, Jesus, is he black? Is he white? Or is he another culture? Because Jesus never existed. I showed you that with Dr. Ray Higgins, who used to be a pastor, who went on a pilgrimage to Africa and began to study the African spirituality, conception of Haru, Set, and Hassar. Huh? And then they don't want to talk about the Sumerian text. Because if you talk about Sumerian, that means now you got to get into the Anunnaki. Who was the Anunnaki? Who came down here on this planet? See, we don't want to talk about that. Think about it. Think about it. Brothers and sisters, understand the philosophy. The whole Jesus concept, which we're going to get into next week as well, because I got to break it down to you some more. I know a lot of you are still lost. If Jesus is down here, right? How we get from Haru to Jesus down here? How we got from Haru, Horus, then Jesus? That alone should give you some answers. Huh? And the Jehovah's Witness book, their book is based on Hebrew texts. The Mormon, their books went straight to Africa. Their pamphlets come from the Mormons studied African history, which is Kemetic. They studied it, and all they did was change the same thing. They changed what they wanted. Understand that. Huh? You won't let people, and I'm telling you, you won't let other black people sit there and tell you what you should do. Understand that. gods and goddesses. But next week, we're going to go into the Bible, right? We're going to do a little more in the Bible. We're going to get into the chronicles of the Bible. They want to talk about Pharaoh and all these other characters and try to say Pharaoh and them, you know, they went against God, God's people. What if he didn't want to, what if the Pharaoh didn't want to learn that Hebrew stuff? Where did Hebrews come from? They weren't perfect people. Why did the Hebrew Israelites, if they were so much of God's people, why they was tossed into captivity? Why they became slaves? Since this is what the information they give you. Because before the Hebrews, there were other slaves. They don't want to tell you that. They don't want to talk about the Sumerian text, the Sumerian civilization. They don't want to talk about the Babylonian civilization. Why not? Why they don't want to do that? Only Jehovah's Witness, and any other group that sit there and tell you that you should join them and you only can have salvation through them. But I know for a fact the only reason why these people came to black people was to help financially. Because if you do your research on some of these organizations, it was not being helped financially. And don't get it twisted. Even the Roman Cathedral Church, that's worth billions of dollars, figure out where they get that from. Figure it out. If you believe in that, instead of you believe in Hebrew, you should be studying under the Hebrew. So what they don't understand is they took the Hebrew text and they rewritten it and made it and modified it to their likeness. Because if you study Hebrew, the Hebrews and the Jehovah's Witnesses ain't going to get together. That's a bunch of bullcrap. Ask anybody. You ask any Hebrew, do they study Jehovah's Witness? No, they don't. Because Jehovah's Witnesses don't study Hebrew. They just took the text and used it. They ain't gonna tell you that. Any Hebrew Jew, do Jewish people study Jehovah's Witness? Do Jewish people study Jehovah's Witness? No. The only reason why I'm using Jehovah's Witness, because the administration, before class was over, they knocked on my door. So that's why you hear me using it a lot. They knocked on my door and was trying to explain the situation, and I was letting them know, and not in a non-disrespectful way, because she's still my mother. She's a goddess. She don't want to apply to that, but to me, she's a goddess, and I let her know that. She's still a goddess. You my mom. You understand? So you got to always give them respect, even though they might not understand. But I'm looking at my mother. My mother might be older than her. My mother's 80, but you still respect your elders, even though you don't get mad at them. You might be a little bit upset. I was, but I'm not gonna get mad at them because she don't know no better. And because she don't know no better, you don't get mad at them. That is not what we're here for. We try to convert messages or information to open up their mind. My mother's been a Jehovah's Witness to this day, she's a Jehovah's Witness. But I can speak to my mother because she opened up her mind. And when you show them evidence, and you tell them, don't leave your Jehovah's Witness, don't. Because that's all they know. You leave if you want to leave. But if you don't want to leave, you don't got to. But recognize the truth. You're here to have an understanding with the Creator. To live a life of abundance. Not always being told that Jesus Christ is coming back and he's supposed to be a white man. When the original Trinity is hello. The original Trinity are Sar. The original Trinity are Set. Yes, no? Yes? Huh? Understand the conception. When you understand, you'll be okay. So brothers and sisters, class is over this week. Oh, we gonna get deep. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Right now we leaving here. I dropped off with Ray Higgins. Ray Higgins was a preacher. He ain't the only preacher. He ain't the only pastor that left the Christianity format. It's not the only one. More and more black people are beginning to do pilgrimage to Africa. Yes, there's Africans who became Christians, but there's Africans also that were Islamic. There was Islam. Doesn't make it greater because they was converted. Understand, when the Arabs came over, they also colonized and forced their religious beliefs on these Africans. Yes, they put their belief, which was Islam, on these Africans when they came and invaded. That's all it is. Understand that, brothers and sisters. Understand it. So do your Jesus Christ really existed? Because if he did, he's not white. They don't want to tell you that. Mama clearly said, oh, we don't believe in that. Oh, really? See, you got to read between the lines behind that. Why would you don't believe Jesus is a black person when it's in his Bible? When it's in their Bible. Daniel chapter 10 verses 6. Revelation chapter 1, 12 through 15. Ain't got nothing to do with I'm a historian. That's because I do research. Because she want to play that Bible game. She don't know I got all kind of Bibles up in here. You know? So, when you start going, oh well, when you start, see, the problem I have with any religious group, if you start saying only our way is the best way, when you start that, that's when I got a problem. Listen to me. I got a problem with that. You trying to tell me I only get salvation if I become a Muslim. I only get salvation if I'm a Nubian. I only have salvation if I'm a Moor. I only have salvation if I'm a Christian. I only have salvation if I'm Islam. No. All of you come from this. The Holy Trinity. You all do. All it is reconstructed information from Africa to Greek to Roman to American, and so on and so forth. But certain parts of the world, they don't know no Jehovah. They don't know no Jesus. So, these people ain't got no divine intervention. There's parts of the world that they don't have no cell phone. They believe in the nature of life. So they don't go to heaven? What kind of games you play? And then, anytime I hear somebody go, oh, you only talk about blacks. You see? You know I got that book called The Brainwash. You know I got that book. I'll be right back. I got that book called The Brainwash, Challenging the Myth of Black Inferiority. Huh? Our people are brainwashed and they will defend their religion. They will kill you because they're brainwashed. But what they have not done was break the curse of the Willie Lynch. They didn't break the curse. They didn't break no curse. Huh? They didn't break the curse. Because if you're going to forget your descendant, you will forget where you come from. Yes, we was born here in America, but what about your ancestors? Oh, only God. Come on. God don't talk like that. God don't talk like that. God is the creator who gave us the ability to think and create. Now see, I could have brung up Hades, 1804. Hades, you know I got it. I'll be right back. So it was the will of God for the Haitians to be free. Don't play games. Haitians. It was the will. 1804. They beat the French. They beat the Spaniards because they wasn't having it. So God just picked the Hades and that's it. There will be no more slaves up in here because these people wasn't having it. Now they believe in an African spirituality. See, nobody wants to do their research. Nobody wants to do their homework. They just want to hold on to their religious groups. Huh? Those people, ladies, they're descendants of Africans. They believe in voodoo, Hindu. Huh? Because people they get spooky-ish. When you start talking about the chakras, the third eye. The third eye. The eye come from Haru when he lost his eye in battle when he fought his uncle over and over again. I've showed you this. So gods and goddesses, kings and queens, and brothers and sisters, however you want to be called, Jesus. Is he black? Is he white? Is he a different culture? Interesting. Is he? But we want to put away the original Trinity and try to forget it. The original Trinity, Haset, Asar, Haru. We want to forget the African spirituality, the African Kemetic people. We want to let that go and stay brainwashed. You see, there's many ways to diffuse. I could have used 1804 in the conversation I had 20 minutes ago. I could have used that. You see, when you're co-native, dishonest, you don't want to hear nothing. She tried to say, oh, you Pharaoh. No. See, the other lady started to understand what I was talking about. She said the creator. She understood. But the other woman wanted to stay Jehovah. She didn't want to hear nothing else. The other woman also makes a statement of, oh, you only into black people. Now see, you think white people, Listen, I have white Jehovah's Witnesses come in this house. They don't talk like that. Let me make it clear. Let me make it clear, and then I got to go off. White Jehovah's Witnesses, they don't talk like that because they already been here. And I talk to them. They don't sit up there and talk about, you only talk about black people. No. See, that's the brainwashed system. That's that Willie Lynch curse that's not broken. See, when you hear a beautiful black woman talk like that, it's because she's institutionalized. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Because see, I told her I wasn't mad. Because I knew they was co-native dishonest. I knew that. So you have to forgive them. But you ain't gonna catch no white person talking about, you only talking about black people. You ain't gonna think they know what time it is. Only black people, not all of them, let's get it straight. Because the other woman understood what I was talking about. See, I respected her because she said, yes, the Creator has many names. And this is what I was trying to tell the other woman. Why are you holding on to that Jehovah's Witness? The Jehovah, because where did Jehovah come from? That word was broken down, supposed to be Yahweh, because the letter J was not in existence. So if they are under the banner of the Hebrew, the Jehovah's Witness is supposed to get their text from that. They supposed to have used Yahweh, but they didn't. They flipped it. So understand what I'm saying, brothers and sisters, that next week we going in deep. We going in deep. All right? Jesus Christ, was he a black man, white man, or a different culture? Yeah. The Holy Trinity. Don't forget it. Peace. I'm SHU AMUN RA. See you next week.